Hey friends, it's Jessi. Thank you guys so much for coming to my channel. I had a question about these two fragrances. I wanted to battle them out. I was like, that's a great idea. So, L'Orchestre Parfums Rose Trombone versus Initio Parfums Atomic Rose. Actually, let me switch these. Okay, so I already sprayed them on my arms. So I literally have perfume all over me. So I'm like spraying them on my forearms. Okay, so these two fragrances, let me talk, I don't know. You know, sometimes I sit down to film these and I'm like, which one am I going to pick? I really like them both. I just filmed another battle video and I was like, everybody needs both of these in your collection. Does everybody need both of these in your collection? Probably not. I feel like one would be more your like speed than the other one, but okay, let's get into it. Okay, all right, here, off we go. We'll start with Initio's Atomic Rose. So I heard Sebastian talking about this when it first came out, and I was like, okay, that sounds really nice. I really feel like this is very unisex. I feel like there's something a little bit green, something a little bit peppery. This is definitely a rose fragrance. If you spray this on, it can become beast mode if you go nuts with it. So if you're normally like a 10 to 12 sprayer, I wouldn't do 10 to 12 sprays with this unless you're going to be outside or something. Atomic Rose by Initio is beautiful. I love Initio's packaging. Like I love how, I appreciate how like they're square or rectangular. So they like, I can kind of stack them because I usually put one in front and then put the rest of them behind. I don't know. I'm weird. But Atomic Rose is just a rose. Like it is a bold rose fragrance. So if you are, this is not your mom's rose. The other one, Rose Trombone, is also not your mom's rose. But these are two like stellar rose fragrances, but they're not going to be like Delina La Rose. Like, does that make sense? Drop me a comment below if you know what I'm talking about. Like there's just some fragrances that you smell and you're like, bam, like almost in a comic book, whenever there's, I don't know, I'm thinking back like Superman comic books where it was like pow on the comic book. Like both of these fragrances are like a pow in the face. They are so good. They are so long lasting. I would say they both, are beast mode projection. So anyway, whenever I wear Atomic Rose, I will go in with like 3 sprays. It's so good, but it is a little bit of that like rose, stemmy rose. It's not just rose in your face. The opening is also a little bit peppery and it kind of stays through the mid, which I kind of like. It makes it like a little bit like a thorny rose. I don't know. I love the name Atomic Rose. I love what Initio's doing. Like I love the names that they come up with their packaging. I just really like this brand as a whole. And it actually is like a sister company to Parfums de Marly, I believe. I think. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But Atomic Rose is fabulous. Like a little bit greener, stemmier rose. Yeah, okay. Moving on. Okay, if you haven't heard of L'Orchestre Parfums, they have a discovery set that you can get on their website. Try them out. I also love Piano Santal. I feel like there was another one that I really liked. This is the only L'Orchestre Parfums that I have a full bottle of at this time. My friend Chelsea has this and she's like, this is so good. And I smelled it and I was like, this is so good. This is a really bold rose fragrance. I feel like Rose Trombone is sweeter than Atomic Rose. It also is a little bit edgy. Like these are both a little bit edgier rose fragrances. Let me look up the notes for Rose Trombone. The one thing that I like about L'Orchestre Parfums is they're all like Rose Trombone. Like they all coordinate with a instrument or something musical. Anyway, it's a lot of fun. So it's rosy. It's a little bit powdery. It's not super powdery because you guys know I'm not a powdery girl. It was released in 2017. It's got rose, pear, vanilla, rum, white musk, and sandalwood. This is a heavy rose fragrance. So while Atomic Rose is kind of like a little bit prickly rose, this Rose Trombone is heavy. I wore it to bed one night and I sprayed like 2 sprays and I about choked myself out. Like I sprayed it, I had it on my nightstand, so I sprayed it like right beside my bed, and then I got into bed and I was like, I think this is too much. I think if I'm just going to bed, this is too much. But really impressed with Initio Parfums Rose Trombone and just how much I like it. I also have like Prada, I don't remember what it's called, but the rose, the Prada infusions or whatever, the rose one, like this smells nothing like that. This is not, neither one of these is like a light, dainty, airy rose, sweet grandma, you know, all that stuff. These are both very modern rose fragrances. I think that Delana La Rose is also very modern rose fragrance, but it's a little bit daintier, and like these girls did not come to play. We'll just call them girls. I think that both of these could be unisex. I think that Rose Trombone is probably more feminine feeling, and Atomic Rose could probably more easily slide up and down the unisex masculine feminine scale of things. Okay, so if they stopped making one and only made the other, which one would I want to keep? This is hard. Some of these battle videos are hard. Some of them are easy. I'm like, I don't like that. I'm probably going to declutter it. And then some of them I'm like, I really like them both. I want them both, but for different reasons. Like, I feel like these are both date night fragrances. I feel like they're both nighttime fragrances. You could wear these to work, but like you are making some gains at work if you're wearing these to work. Like, these are boss fragrances for sure. So I feel bad. I feel like I'm gonna hurt the other one's feelings. Okay, if I had to choose one, if they only made one and did not make the other one, which one would I want in my fragrance collection? And I think I'm gonna have to choose, ooh, this is so hard. I think I'm gonna have to choose Atomic Rose. I love this fragrance. I love them both. This is a hard one. Like, first world problems, I know. But just saying, like, Atomic Rose is a beautiful fragrance. I love it. I love wearing it. I love wearing both of these. Honestly, on another day, like, ask me this a year from now and I might pick Rose Trombone. I recently like redid a battle video on the Chanel, the Coco Chanel versus Coco Mademoiselle versus Coco Mademoiselle Intense, and I did another battle video, like reshot them because I wanted to see if my nose had changed, and my nose has changed. So, you know, but anyway, I just want to give all the love to L'Orchestre Parfums Rose Trombone and Initio Atomic Rose. These are great fragrances. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please, please, please hit the subscribe button. Also click that notification bell. Drop me a comment below. What is your favorite rose scent? I really am like loving rose fragrances. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Smell you later.